Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Lee's class. Today we're going to learn slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. Alright, I want you to look at the warm-up question. So we're going to find the slope of each line. Alright, let's find the slope of the line AB. So let's do rise over run. So we already have 2 points here. So we're going to count the run. That is 2. Rise is a 2 and the run is a 3. So rise over run. When you do rise over run, that is 2 over 3. And next, look at E and F. So the rise is -3 and run is 2. So if you do rise over run, that is -3 over 2. So everyone, remember this? When the line is going up, that is increasing line and the slope should be positive. And when a line is going down, that is decreasing slope and the slope should be negative. Okay. And here, next one, C and D. The rise is a 2 and the run is a 3. So rise over run is 2 over 3. Okay, so what relationships between the slopes can you discover? Look at A, B, and C, D. So do you guys see anything in common here? Right. They have the same slopes. And what's the relationship between those two lines? Right, they're parallel lines. So when lines are parallel, we use this notation. And they have the same slope. That is 2 over 3. All right, everyone. What about AB and EF? Do you guys see any relationships? If you look at those 2 lines, they are making a right angle. So if two lines meet at a right angle, we say it's perpendicular. So AB and EF are perpendicular lines. Also, CD and EF, they are meeting at a right angle, so they are perpendicular too. So let's use a notation. So AB perpendicular to EF. Also, CD is perpendicular to EF. And look at the slopes. This is -3 over 2 and 2 over 3. What's the relationship between 2 over 3 and -3 over 2? So do you guys see any pattern here? Right, it's a reciprocal. So reciprocal means when you make a reciprocal, you can just simply flip the fraction. So if you flip 2 over 3, it becomes 3 over 2. But it's not just a reciprocal because it has negative sign. So we call it negative reciprocal. Here. Negative reciprocals. Alright? That means if it's negative reciprocal, so I want you to write it down first. Negative. So if it is negative reciprocal, when you multiply those two numbers, when they are negative reciprocal, when you multiply them, you get -1. Let's test it. Let's test it. 2 over 3 times -3 over 2. Then cancel, 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 cancel. The leftover is negative. So -1. So it's negative reciprocal. So remember two things. When two lines are parallel, they have the same slope. And when two lines are perpendicular, then they are negative reciprocal. Let's move on. Okay, write a perpendicular slope for each given slope. So let's make a negative reciprocal. So to make a negative reciprocal of 3 over 2, so we simply flip the number 2 over 3 and put negative sign. That's it. What if it's a negative number? So let's flip the number and put negative sign. When negatives are together, it becomes positive. So if it is already negative, you just remove the negative sign. Okay? 3. How would you flip 3? 3 is the same as 3 over 1, right? If you flip it, it is 1 over 3. And since we are making a negative reciprocal, put negative sign. So this is how you make a negative reciprocal. Okay, next. Line GH passes through -4, 2 and 2, -1. So GH, JK. You have two lines. And another line, MN. Are they parallel? Justify the answer. So to do that, we have to find the slope first. So remember the slope formula? What we're going to do is, using a slope formula, we're going to find the slope. So slope of GH. Okay, GH. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. And the slope formula, I'm just going to write it down for you. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So this is a slope formula. So we usually use m for slope formula. Okay, so y2 minus y1, -1 minus 2, x2 minus x1, x2 minus -4. And that is -3 over 2 minus -4. That's 2 plus 4. That will be 6. -3 over 6 will be -1 over 2. Okay, slope of JK. So let's do that again. x1, y1, x2, y2. 3 minus 7, 7 minus -1. 3 minus 7 is -4. 7 minus -1. 7 plus 1 is plus 8. Alright, so -1 over 2 and -1 over 2. They have the same slope, so it's parallel. They are parallel lines. Last, slope of MN. Okay, again, so this one, x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 minus y1, that is 1 minus 5. x2 minus x1, 5 minus -4. 1 minus 5, -4. 5 minus -4, minus becomes plus. -4 over 9. Okay, so let's compare those three lines. Obviously, those two parallel lines, right? But this one, there's no relationship, nothing, because it's not negative reciprocal or parallel, right? No relationship. Okay, let's move to the next question. Example 3. Line PQ passes through P and Q. So we have line PQ. Line RS passes through R and S. Are these two lines parallel or perpendicular or neither? Just find the answer. Okay, again, we have to find the slope. So let's find the slope. So x1, y1, x2, y2, and slope formula y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Okay, here 9 minus 2 minus 2 minus negative 7. 7 over 9 minus 2 is 7. Negative 2 plus 7 is 5. 7 over 5. That's PQ, slope of PQ. Okay, and the slope of RS. x1, y1, x2, y2. Alright, 1 minus negative 4. 5 minus negative 2, and that is 1 minus negative 4, minus minus becomes 5. 5 minus negative 2, that is 7. So 5 over 7. Okay, obviously they are reciprocal, but not a negative reciprocal. So therefore, there's no relationship. So we say neither. Okay, it says sketch the slope, sketch the line to verify the answer to part A. So we say neither. So we're going to verify that they have no relationship. Okay, so 7 over 5, we're going to rise over run. But we have to decide the starting point. So let's start from negative 7 over 7 and 2. Negative 7 comma 2 will be, oops. Let's zoom in. So negative 7 comma 2 is here. So we go up 7 units and go right 5 units. So let's move up 2, 4, 6, 7. So here, on here. And walk over 5 units. 3 and 5. It becomes 5 here. So rise is a 7 and run is a 5. So let's draw it. So this is PQ. Okay? So this is PQ. Or if you don't want to use rise over run, you can just plot those 2 points and connect them. So the first point, P, should be here, and Q is negative 2, 9. Q is here, right? PQ, line PQ. And RS, R is negative 2, negative 4. Negative 2, negative 4. R is here, and we're going to do rise over run. So let's move up 5 units and walk over 7 units. Okay, so this is 5, 1. This is S. Okay, let's draw a line. So this is RS. Obviously, they are not parallel or perpendicular. So there's no relationship. Next question. Example 4. Determine the slope of a line that is perpendicular to the line through this. So we have a line, EF. And we have to find the line that is perpendicular to EF. To do that, first step, we have to find the slope of EF. Let's find the slope of EF. So slope formula, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Alright, then slope of EF, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Negative 4 over negative 6. That is 2. So if you reduce it, it's negative and negative, it becomes positive. 4 over 6 is 2 over 3. So positive 2 over 3. Okay, you can omit the positive sign. So this is the slope of EF. But what about the slope of the line that is perpendicular to EF? We can simply find the negative reciprocal. Let's find the negative reciprocal. That is negative 2 over 3. So the answer is negative 2 over 3. Example 5. So we have ABCD, parallelogram ABCD. So we want to know if it is also a rectangle. Alright everyone, it says ABCD is a parallelogram. That means AD, BC, they are parallel. AB and DC are parallel. Okay, but to become a rectangle, it should have 4 right angles. Okay, that means AD and AB are perpendicular, and AB, BC perpendicular, BC, DC perpendicular. So all the lines are perpendicular. Okay, to find if they are perpendicular or not, we have to find the slope of each line. So we're going to find the slopes of each line. So let's find the slope of AB first. Okay, so AB, rise over run. Rise is 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise is 4 and run is 1. So rise is going down, negative 4, run is 1. So it's negative 4 over 1. Or you can just simply count 4 and 1. And since this is going down, so you write 4 over 1. And since this is going down, we know that this is negative slope. So we put negative sign here. So this is another way of finding a slope. So the slope is negative 4. And slope of DC. So we know that this is parallelogram. So this one should parallel to AB. But just to make sure, so we want you to find the slope. Again, run is 1, rise is 4, and it's going down. It's 4 over 1. Since it's going down, negative. So negative 4. So they have the same slope. Let's find the slope of AD. Rise is a 2, run is 2, 4, 6, 8. So run is 8. So rise over run. So 2 over 8, which is 1 over 4. And remember everyone, it's going up, it's positive. So positive, you don't put negative sign. And next, slope of BC. Run is 8 and rise is a 2. So rise over run is 2 over 8. And it's going up. It is going up. It's positive slope. So 1 over 4. Okay, let's compare those 4 slopes. Let's compare -4 and positive 1 over 4. So -4 is the same as -4 over 1. So if you find the negative reciprocal, that is 1 over 4 positive. So you simply flip the number and take away negative sign. So 1 over 4 is the negative reciprocal. So therefore, they are negative reciprocal, and therefore they are perpendicular. Okay? So perpendicular. Therefore, it is a rectangle. So it is also a rectangle. Okay, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Now I want you to start doing your homework.